Recently, I made a video going over some facts about legendary Pokemon, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, and some of you guys learned some things that you didn't actually know about. So in today's video, I thought we'd do some more facts about something else in Pokemon. More importantly, starter Pokemon. Now these facts are going to be going over starter Pokemon in the anime, in the games, and everything like that. So don't hesitate to drop a comment down below about the video, and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and follow my Twitter to updates about the channel. Both of those links can be found in the description down below. Now without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you guys enjoy. So our first fact of the day is all to do with Pikachu. Now in 2008, Japanese researchers discovered a new protein which helps carry electrical impulses from the eyes to the brain and named it Pikachurin. According to the researchers, the decision was based on both the Pokemon and protein possessing lightning fast moves and shocking electric effects, which is really cool. So technically there's a protein in our bodies with Pokemon inspired in the name. So hey, everyone's kind of made up of Pokemon if you think about it. Our next fact for today's video is about the Pokemon anime. Now, both May and Dawn have a second starter Pokemon from a previous generation with a type disadvantage to their first. These starter Pokemon are both from 2 generations prior to their owner's introduction. So May obviously had a Squirtle, which was Gen 1, she's in Gen 3, Dawn is Gen 4, and she had a Cyndaquil or Quilava, which obviously is Gen 2. And they both featured in the anime, likely due to the same generation remakes. Our next starter Pokemon fact is all to do with Super Smash Bros. Now, the characters in Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U were actually chosen at the start of development. This means that Greninja was chosen before Pokemon X and Y were even released, and its inclusion wasn't because of its popularity, it was just a very, very happy coincidence, because hey, who doesn't love Greninja? And Greninja in Super Smash as well, hey, is an awesome character. The next fact for today's video is again something to do with Junichi Masuda. Now, in interviews with Junichi Masuda during 2009, he stated that starter Pokemon are the Pokemon from each game that the most work goes into, and usually take significantly more time than other Pokemon in each generation. Now, this is because the 3 starter Pokemon are, you know, the marketable Pokemon. Like, that's where they're going to be showing everything about the games. Like, as with Sun and Moon, they obviously showed Litten, Rowlet, and Popplio. They tried to make them as, you know, as lovable as possible to make obviously kids and adults alike fall in love with them to obviously buy the game, which kind of makes sense that they obviously put a lot more thought into the starter Pokemon, which is probably why the starter Pokemon for each generation look so incredibly amazing. It's because they've had the most time put into their designs. Our next starter Pokemon fact is all to do with the Kanto starter Pokemon trio being Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Now, Kanto starter Pokemon are the only Pokemon to appear in more than one regional Pokedex. They appear in Kanto's, obviously the starter Pokemon, they appear in Johto's, and they also appear in Kalos's Pokedex, because obviously we do get the extra choice of another starter Pokemon in Kalos once you beat Professor Sycamore, which is actually the start of the game, which is when obviously you get the Mega Evolution Stone and everything like that. So it's really cool that these actually appear in a few games, so hey, don't say that Kanto isn't showing a lot of love, because they definitely are. The next fact for today's video is all about the Pokemon anime once again. Now, in the Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl series of the Pokemon anime, there have been 2 major appearances of each fully evolved starter introduced in Generation 4. So we have Ash and Paws Torterra, which is obviously the 2 appearances of the 3rd evolution of Turtwig. We have Ash and Flint's Infernape, which is obviously the 2 appearances of the 4th generation's Fire starter Pokemon Chimchar, and then we also have Barry and Kenny's Empoleon, which is obviously the 3rd evolution of 4th generation Pokemon Water starter Piplup. Our next fact about starter Pokemon for today's video is a pretty interesting one, to be fair, and I actually really like it. So it's all to do with like the distribution events in the games. Now, in the 3DS Pokemon games, we all got like a special mystery gift for kind of like buying the game early, and it ran until like around January. So obviously Ultra Sun and Moon, we got Rockruff, Sun and Moon Munchlax. In Auras, we got Beldum, or the Shiny Beldum, which was actually really good because it had like the move Hold Back, which is very, very good for shiny hunting. But In X and Y, we got a speed boost Torchic. Now, Pokemon X and Y's mystery gift at launch was a Torchic because of its one of the most favourite Pokemon of the game's director Junichi Masuda. No other reason, it was literally just because Torchic is one of the more favourite Pokemon of Junichi Masuda, and that's literally the only reason. But Torchic Speed Boost was amazing because, hey, Speed Boost Blaziken was pretty good. Our next fact about starter Pokemon is all to do with the Johto starter Pokemon, and this was actually kind of interesting. It's kind of been like right under our noses the whole time, but I never really realized it. And basically, the Johto starter Pokemon are the only set of starter Pokemon that remain the same type in all their evolutionary forms. So Chikorita is grass all the way through Bayleaf to Meganium, Cyndaquil is fire all the way through Quilava and Typhlosion, and Totodile is water all the way through Croconaw and Feraligatr. So no more dual typings or anything like that, and I never really realized it until researching things for this video. The next Pokemon fact for today's video is all to do with the Pokemon anime once again, and it's also again another interesting one. Now, each water type starter Pokemon obtained by a main character was not actually battled, so Ash's Squirtle, Oshawott and Froakie chose to join his team, while Ash fought and won against Misty for his Totodile, so he didn't actually battle Totodile, Oshawott, Froakie or Squirtle. Next up, Brock didn't actually battle Mudkip to obtain it, May received her Squirtle from Professor Oak, Dawn received her Piplup from Professor Rowan, and Lana received her Popplio from Team Skull. Also, Froakie is the only water-type starter that has ever evolved under Ash's ownership, again being one of his strongest Pokemon as well, obviously Ash Greninja. So hey, that's another interesting fact. 2 in 1 for you guys. The next fact for today's video is actually taken from a different franchise altogether, and that is The Legend of Zelda. Now, in the German version of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, if you speak to Princess Zelda while wearing the Keaton mask, she will say something on your screen right now. It's in German. I'm bad with language, so I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. It's just on your screen right now, and basically it roughly translates as, "What are you? Oh, you're one of these small cute pocket monsters, right?" So this is actually referring to the visual similarities between the mask and Pikachu, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of similarities. Now, the next fact for today's video is all to do with Pokemon Yellow. Now, Pokemon Yellow gave players the opportunity to play the game in a similar style to how the anime unfolded, which obviously involved starting with a special Pikachu that followed you around, and obviously being able to catch Squirtle, Charmander and Bulbasaur to put on your team as well. Now, if the Pikachu from Pokemon Yellow is actually uploaded to Pokemon Stadium, then it becomes even more like the anime. Now, the uploaded Pikachu was actually voiced by Ash's Pikachu's actual voice actor. Now, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but I believe it is Iku Otani. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's difficult. I'm not great at pronunciations, and it also has unique sound effects. Also, the Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow is the only starter Pokemon that could not evolve in the game in which it is a starter Pokemon, because you're obviously not allowed to evolve Pikachu into a Raichu. You just basically can't obtain Raichu in Pokemon Yellow. Our next fact about starter Pokemon is, 2 in 1 again. Hey, aren't you guys lucky? So first up, Fennekin is the only unevolved starter Pokemon with a unique base stat total. And also, the only 2 starter Pokemon that are a dual type are Bulbasaur and Rowlet, and they are both also grass types. So hey, maybe when Generation 8 gets released, maybe a water or fire starter Pokemon has dual type instead of just the grass types. Our next fact about the starter Pokemon can also kind of be seen as a glitch as well. So, all starter Pokemon in the core series besides Pikachu have a gender ratio of 7 males to 1 female, which again I've never really made sense of. I don't know why it wasn't 50-50, but that's just how it was. Due to this, as well as the way in which gender and shininess was determined, it was impossible to have a shiny female starter Pokemon in Generation 2, as the lowest attack IV a shiny Pokemon could have was 2, while the highest attack IV a female Pokemon in that gender group could have was 1, so therefore you could not actually obtain a shiny female starter Pokemon in the Generation 2 games. Our next fact is back in the anime, all to do with Ash and his starter Pokemon. Now, Ash has owned all but 1 of the grass-type starter Pokemon, being Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Trico, Turtwig, Snivy, and Rowlet. The only grass-type starter that Ash didn't own was from Kalos, which was Chespin, and that was instead owned by Clement. Finishing things off though with our 15th and final fact in today's video is that Charmander and Treecko are both based on lizards, which are obviously salamanders and geckos. Ash had the final forms of them both, which is obviously Charizard and Sceptile. Now, although real salamanders are amphibians rather than lizards, Charmander can be based upon the legendary creature known as the salamander. Squirtle and Turtwig are both based on turtles, and with a starter Pokemon of two of Ash's rivals being Gary and Paul. Gary obviously starting off the Squirtle and Paul starting off Turtwig, and also Torchic and Piplup are both based on birds being chicken and penguins, and they were also both owned by the anime's resident Pokemon coordinators being May and Dawn. But with that, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Researching facts is always really fun because I always find some things out that I never knew about. If you did enjoy the video though, please do leave a like. I would really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, please do let me know in the comment section below if there are any more facts about starter Pokemon that weren't seen in this video. I do also have a couple top 5s and other videos coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you do have the time, and also subscribe if you do enjoy my content. That is everything from me though, so thank you so much for watching guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and until next time guys, peace.